Yer, what's good, y'all? It's your boy AJ.
It's your boy Nick.
This is Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast, Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
We is back.
2022.
Right, new
We
year.
survived
new
that
us.
shit. We survived that.
Yeah, right. It sucks they took Betty White, though. They took Betty White.
Oh, man, took Betty White.
At the
man.
very end, I was like, bruh, come on, son. She was about to be 100 this year.
We gotta get your roommate to talk about that, man.
Oh,
he
yeah,
doesn't want to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he disappeared. He was like, I can't talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He had to step out of the room.
But yeah, liven things up. I want to
Yeah.
we don't want to start it like, but yeah, liven things up. Hip Hop Vibes Podcast, Season 2. The first episode of Season 2. We're going to start it off with finishing the rest of our list. If you listen to our last season, we started doing a countdown by a list of the top artists, top producers, albums from each year. We started with 2020.
2020, yeah.
And then worked all the way back.
Yeah.
The last episode, not last episode, but the last year we ended up on was 1987.
1987.
So we're gonna go ahead and just finish the rest of the 80s. We're just gonna lump them all together. We're gonna lump them all together. I've been drinking a little bit. We're gonna lump them up all together because this is before our time. It's as you get further
back, there's less options, less releases.
Well, commercial wise, yeah.
Yeah, commercial wise, right?
Yeah. So we go ahead and start off with 86. Who want to take? You want to take it first, or you want me to go?
I'll take 86.
Okay.
Yes, 86. That was a big year, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I put for artists, I put Run DMC and I put Runners Up Beastie Boys. Just the two of them alone, that was huge. Run DMC had been out they had their first album in 83, so they've been out for 3 years. I think this was one of the biggest records for the Beastie Boys at that time. License to Ill.
I think was that the second album?
I think that was the second one. And it's their most memorable cover. It's one of the classic. It's a classic. And but I put Run DMC slightly ahead of the Beastie Boys. And it's really, for me, it's kind of I see Run DMC as more original. That's kind of why I put them there. But they're both dope. For producer, I put Russell Simmons and Larry Smith, since they were the ones really responsible for the Raising Hell album. And Raising Hell is the album I put for Project of the Year. And then second was Beastie Boys' License to Ill. And off those songs, I think it's pretty clear, for me, it's tricky. It's just classic shit. That song, you've heard it a million times. You'll hear it
They still play that joint.
You play it all the time. I remember the other day, it was a commercial for someone's restaurant. They're playing It's Tricky. It's just random shit. That song's just been played forever. Classic. And just so catchy. And then Fight for Your Right. I think Fight for Your Right was a bigger commercial release. But for me, it's my own personal opinion. For Fight Your Right, it kind of plays like a rock. It kind of sounds like a rock song to me. I'm kind of on the fence on is it rock? Is it rap? Does it matter? Probably not. But we're focused on rap here, so I was kind of kind of sounded like a rock song a bit to me. Run DMC does have some rock inspired shit for sure, but Fight for Your Right, I had to put it on there because that song was fucking huge and still to this day is played. So yeah, for me it was really between the two of them, and it was close. I gotta say it was close.
So for me, artist I put Run DMC, album Raising Hell, producer on Rick Rubin, song it was a toss up between Walk This Way for Run DMC and that was Aerosmith. Yeah, that was between that and Push It by Salt and Pepper.
Walk This Way. I'm gonna have to revise, bro, because it's definitely Walk This Way.
And then I put Push It for Salt and Pepper.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I put Walk This Way because it was a huge crossover song between rap and rock. So
that's.
Yeah, two of the biggest bands at that point, doing a song together.
Yeah.
That's still, I remember watching that video. Granted, this video came up before I was born, but I remember growing up, I ended up seeing the video.
Me too.
Oh shit. Yeah, and then of course Push It Push It still gets played today, whether it's on commercials, whatever, or TikTok.
How does it go again? I'm trying to remember.
Push shit.
Oh yeah. Oh my! I can't believe I forgot that. Wow. Yeah. That's super catchy. That's
but I was gonna put I definitely put Beastie Boys as runner up though, as far as like artists and album, because that was like a popping album because you had Paul Revere, you had No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
It's so many.
They had so many singles off that one album. Yeah, Paul Revere, Brass Monkeys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. You got like you said, You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party. Like they had so many fucking singles on it. I think they had like 7 singles.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that was the first rap album to to top the Billboard charts. I think it was the first one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, and it's Diamond. Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what. Yeah. I was gonna say it went Diamond.
Oh shit. I forgot it went Diamond.
Yeah.
But it's like if you look at the list from like 80s for 86, you like Too Short had this joint out. Like the fact that Too Short was still rapping, was rapping that early. I don't even think that was his debut album. No, that was his 3rd album.
That's crazy.
In 86.
That's crazy. Damn.
Oh, the World Class Wrecking Crew, Dr. Dre joint, like before NWA.
Oh.
And they released an album that year as well. MC Hammer was slapping at that time actually.
Oh wow.
That's wild. Because of course Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew. Hold on.
Damn.
Right. Exactly.
There's a lot more.
Oh, that's when the show came out that year? Ooh, the show came out in 86. No, it got released in 85.
What came out in 86?
The show.
What's that?
Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew. And Slick Rick is on there. You know it.
Whenever you play it.
You know it. Yeah.
I think the one revision I would make, I'm like, damn. The song of the year, that's pretty contentious. I don't know which one I would put. I'll probably put Walk This Way though. I think I might have to because Walk This Way. That was such an event. Like even my dad, I remember my dad like that shit, and my dad was like a real like rock drummer.
Okay.
Like he's been a rock drummer since 1970. So literally, he was like, he thought it was cool. He was telling me about it. Like it really made like an impact. I love the cross over element of it. And for me, I felt like I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool in the Fight for Your Right because it kind of really brought hip hop, some originators in hip hop, and like a rock band at the same time. That was so cool. I love that shit. That was great.
Move on to 85.
Yeah.
All right. So for 85, artist LL Cool J. Album, Radio, producer, Rick Rubin. Song I Can't Live Without My Radio.
Classic.
Right, that was a classic song. And I think, was that his debut joint? Yeah, that was his debut album too. And like, what made his cool was just like, it was something different from like, compared to like, the Run DMCs and the Curtis Blues and all my other cats that were out around that time. It was just a different sound, different style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he literally set himself apart for everybody else. And I think that's what made him like,
how would you say the sound was different? It was just like I don't know. It was just like I remember we were listening to the Rock the Bells earlier. Yeah.
And it was just like it was more hard hitting.
Yeah.
Like all the other stuff.
I can see that.
Yeah, it was more hard hitting compared to like everybody else's stuff that came out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but hard hitting like in a hip hop way. Like it's like Run DMC's was hard hitting, but it had that rock vibe to it.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah.
And I would say LL Cool J. Some of his lyrics was kind of like harder. Like he kind of brought a battle rap vibe. Like he was ready to battle people, and Run DMC wasn't really. They would talk shit about other MCs, but they weren't like, I want to battle you.
And there was no like battle rapper like quote at that time. Like nobody commercially anyway.
No commercial definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty much LL Cool J all the way.
Yeah, me too, man. Cause So piggyback off of that, I also put LL Cool J. I put Rick Rubin. Mm-hmm. I put Radio as Project. And I put Rock the Bells because of the staying power of that song. It's been around for so long and it's still getting like I told you I made a beat just like yesterday that I didn't even realize has a very similar like drum pattern. And the beat I made is sort of inspired by like New Orleans bounce music from the 80s. And so I'm like, I mean it's just been around for so long. Like that's had such staying power. And then I also say with LL Cool J, I felt like his flow was like more complex and like it was more hard hitting, like we said.
Yeah.
But I actually also feel like it was ahead of its time. Like it was very, very refined. Like it was Like it was very different from like early '80s Curtis Blow. Like when LL Cool J came in, it was like hard hitting. It was on time. It was sharp. And like Run DMC definitely has some of that too. But I would say LL Cool J. I would say he sounded sharper in a way, a little ahead of his time.
It was more original. It was original.
It was more sharp. It was like more of what we think of when we think of rap today. So that's why I had to put LL Cool J on there for sure. I don't.
And then LL, he influenced a lot of rappers.
He influenced so many rappers. And he had that like, he had the girls like the go here like the player with the girls love him, but he also had the shit for the guys too. He had like everything going for him at the same time. Like,
and then he made the TV show, and then it was all about the girls.
right.
What was that doing to Chris Rock say? Like LL. Before the show.
For real. But yeah, man. That's definitely LL Cool J.
Hey, that's 85. That's basically 85.
Yeah.
Chris Blow had some stuff out. Too Short, again, had some stuff out. This is the second album that came out. Of course, Run DMC. World-Class Record Crew still
Too Short has to be like 60 or some shit. He sound the same, though.
I think he's like 50 now.
For real? Like, he's been rapping for a long fucking time. That's dope.
Right.
He must be one of the earliest West Coast rappers because West Coast, like L.A., he's from the Bay, but right, he's from the Bay, I think. But but rap didn't even come to the West Coast till like '84, so like he might have been the first West Coast rapper.
Yeah,
honestly.
Hey, he's 55.
Yeah,
that nigga 55, bro. So this album came out when he was like 18, 19. His second joint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's all I got for 85.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right. Yeah, we going through these joints.
Rip that. Yeah, 84. So 84, man, it's kind of a repeat. I put Run DMC, and I don't know if this came out in 94, 84 or 83, but I put the project Run DMC, the album, the self-titled album Run DMC, and then I put Sucker MC.
That was 84. Yeah, it was 84. That was 84.
It was 84. Yeah, because I can say like I put Run DMC because I think when it comes to early rap, like their shit holds up. Like even now, I listen to it, and like it sounds good. Mm-hmm. Like it, like some early rap, like you like it just doesn't. It doesn't quite like. It doesn't. It sounds really aged, but I always feel like Run DMC. Something about it, like man, I love it. I love Run DMC. And Sucker MCs, that has to be like one of the most quoted fucking lines.
It's like one of the first diss tracks too.
Yeah, one of the first diss tracks. Who were they dissing again?
I forgot who they were dissing.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think they actually named drop anybody.
Yeah, that was a hard record though.
Yeah.
And then for producer, I put Russell Simmons and Larry Smith. They were really behind a lot of that sound.
Fast.
At the time.
All right, so for me, what song you said? You said
I said Sucker MCs.
You said Sucker MCs. Okay. So my list is almost the same. Artist Run DMC, album Run DMC, producer Larry Smith. But for song, I'll put Roxanne's Revenge. And the reason I put that, because like when she made, like once that song came out, everybody started making like response songs to it. Like everybody in New York was making response songs. KRS One and his crew doing that joint. Fucking it was like a whole bunch of people. A lot of people were like making like response tracks to it, and I think that's what sparked the whole shit between the Bronx and Queens. That song start like. That's when the bridge is over. That's how that song. That's how that song. That's how that song came. But I actually had to look that shit up. I was like, oh shit. So when I seen that, I was like, damn. So I put the song up there based off that. But if I had to do like commercially, if I had to put like commercial song, I'll put Friends by Houdini.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Can everybody know that song? Everybody knows Friends.
Right.
Friends. Oh damn, I fucked that up.
Nah, man, you good, bro.
I cracked on that one.
I'll try it again.
My bad. Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. I remember that shit from Next Friday. Shut the fuck up. I don't even like Houdini.
Yeah, that's classic, man.
Yeah.
I overlooked that one.
But yeah, commercially, I would say Friends. And then my personal opinion, I put Roxanne's Revenge. Just because, like, how important it was to the culture.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. All right, that's 84. That was 84, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So 83.
83.
I did Run DMC again.
Mm-hmm. So,
I did Run DMC, Russell Simmons, and Larry Smith as producer. And I did It's Like That. And I did It's Like That because it was really the production I thought was really dope, really stripped down, very stripped down. You know, like a classic. It sounded like I think the producer was a rock musician because it really has that rock kind of vibe to it, stadium '80s rock vibe to it, and yeah, man, I feel like, and also the lyrics. I thought the lyrics were good too. They're actually like talking about real life situations and shit. You know what I mean? And it's still a fun record, but it's not like just a party record. So that's why I put that on there.
I was basically saying the only difference is like I put the song, I put It's Like That, and I also put White Lines by Grandmaster Mel. That was a deep song. That was a deep song as well. Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. Cause that was a deep song as well.
I gotta hear that one.
A lot of people, yeah.
What's it about?
White Lines, so like coke.
Coke.
Yeah, like doing coke and all that. What else came out in '83? Curtis Blow. Houdini. Too Short. I think just Too Short debut album at this point. Yeah, I think this is debut album. So now go to '82. So for '82, I said Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Album I said The Message. Producer I said Arthur Baker. And song is between The Message and Planet Rock. Because we all know, we all know those songs. Right?
I know that was a hard one for me too.
Yeah,
between the two of them.
Yeah, I could pick between. I was like,
definitely a run up.
Yeah, I'll probably say The Message. I don't know. It's like because both songs have been sample heavy.
Yeah.
And even if they weren't sampled, you've heard it like somewhere before. Damn. I don't know who I picked. I don't know what song I would pick, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
I put Planet Rock.
You put Planet Rock?
Yeah.
I'm going against the grain. I'm saying The Message then. Just because you said Planet Rock.
We'll cover both.
Right.
Yeah, because I think Planet Rock, in terms of production, using the 808 for one of the first times, and I'm not sure if The Message uses the 808 or not. I think it's. I mean, it's definitely drum machine, but the 808 used in Planet Rock.
They definitely use Sims heavy.
The snare, like literally, just from a producer standpoint, snare in Planet Rock is literally the same. It's like the same trap snare that's been popular all the way up until like mid 2015.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, and also I produced a lot of electronic music, like house music and stuff, and I also love that shit. And so that was so interesting, like the electronic. So they sampled like a German electronic group called Kraftwerk, and they like put these samples in there, and it's just such a weird song. It's weird as shit. Like their outfits were crazy, like everything about it was really crazy, and apparently recording it was also like very interesting. People from different backgrounds, different ideas, and it was just weird. It was like electronic. It was like rapping, but it was just weird. And that one's been sampled so many fucking times.
Yeah.
Like, it's been sampled so many times. I can just think about it right now. We went down the list. No, actually, I didn't go down the list with you, but I was thinking about a couple ones. Obviously, the City Girls just put out Twerkulator. That's just like, copy and paste. Yeah. And even like Universal Mind Control, Common, Pharrell, like they sampled the shit out of that. Like, it's been sampled so many fucking times. Like, and the 808 has just become like the staple. Like 808 was not that popping in the 80s. It actually failed. Like it actually didn't sell well at all. And then with boom bap rap, it was more about like samples, like actual live drums that were sampled. But then like come early 2000s and like Lil Jon and shit using like straight 808s, and Miami bass music using a lot of 808s, and also New Orleans bounce using 808s. All that shit, like the 808 is like the fucking drum machine, bro. It's like the instrument, and so that's why I give it to Planet Rock. That's why I give it a little bit of an edge.
I see it because like producer standpoint, yeah. I look. That's why I put the messages, like, because I look at that from like a lyrical standpoint.
Yeah, I can.
And then also like mad people sampled that too. Like Ice Cube sampled it.
Yeah.
Diddy sampled the joint.
Yeah.
So like it's been sampled like all over the place, just like.
I think that's the better song. I think Message is the better song. Definitely lyrically, but I would say overall the Message is a better song.
Yeah.
But Planet Rock for me, the beat. I like
the
the beat.
Yeah. And like no one else is doing shit like that.
For me, that's how I would break it down.
I feel that. And that's pretty much it for 82. Because I think the only other person that came out was like Curtis Blow.
Yeah, he's put out shit every year,
Like-
bro. He put out shit every year.
Right. All right. Going to 81. So for 81 artists, I put Sugar Hill Gang. Album, I put April Wonder. Producer, I put Jigs. And the song, I put Apache Jump on it.
Oh shit.
Remember that joint?
Yeah.
That was like the biggest thing that came out. Him and fucking him and Curtis Blow. Them and Curtis Blow. Commercially anyway. Commercially.
Yeah, I didn't go as quite as commercial with this one. I kind of put I put Disco 4s as artists. They had a bunch of songs that year. One of them was Do It, Do It, Do It, which is like I listened to it and just it actually like sounds dope. Like they're on beat. They're like it's four rappers all coming in and out. Like I thought they sounded great. And I put the producer that was his name's Barry Pumpkin or something like that. So I put him as producer. But yeah, I kind of like neglected the other joints to be honest.
I feel that. Otherwise, kind of like, yeah, it's only but so much. What was that, 81?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
81,
okay.
so you got 1980.
All right, so 1980, Curtis Blow, album, Curtis Blow, producer, Rocky Ford and JB Moore, song, These Are the Breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up.
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that, man.
That's the breaks, that's the breaks.
The IRS wants your money. That's the breaks. That's the breaks. He told you his life story.
Right, no bull.
That's the breaks.
Oh, man.
Gets another bitch pregnant. That's the breaks. That's the breaks.
Oh, man. But yeah.
Yeah, man, that was easy as shit. I
That really would, but the same thing.
Curtis Blow, Rocky Ford, JB Moore. I mean, Curtis Blow, literally 79. That was the first gold single in hip hop, and it was. And I'll give you the story. Christmas Rapping was what it's called, and it was really like two like regular working class people from New York who wanted to make a little extra money. And I've always said this. Christmas songs are such a good investment. There's a reason why Mariah Carey has made over $60 million in royalties off of that fucking Christmas song.
Right.
Like that's crazy. It's a check every year. So they literally made a song like, you know, let's make some money. Let's make a song, a Christmas song, and it was called Christmas Rapping. And that was the first gold single of rap. And it's the first one. And so Curtis Blow, from there, he was like, okay, so this is time for it to make like the first star in rap. And he was the first star. He was like the first star of rap music. And so I definitely put The Breaks because that's definitely the song. And I actually like the song too because it has multiple meanings. Because The Breaks, like as a production technique, like that was how they made the music in the beginning, where they would sample the breaks in the music where there would be no vocal and just the drums. They would break that and then paste it together to make a beat. But he's also talking about the other meaning of breaks and just like bad shit happening, you know what I mean? Just like catching a bad break, you know, as you say. And then, but I did put a runner-up song though that I'd never heard before until today. But it's called Vicious Rap by Tanya Winley. And I was surprised by it because and her father ran a record label in Harlem, like a rap label in Harlem, and she got all into rap. And she like the rap she puts together is like really impressive. And honestly, her flow was better than Curtis Blow. And so I had to put her on the list, and also being representing the small minority of females in rap. I thought like that was really. I was actually surprised. I was surprised that there would be like a song that early. But that's probably my ignorance towards like female rappers. No disrespect, but I haven't heard that much, for at least in the early times. Other than like Salt and Pepper and like shit like that. But yeah, man, that's what I put for 1980. And then for 79, I mean, it's pretty much obvious. Like, I didn't even write it down. I can read it off your screen, or you can read it off your screen.
It's all the same thing.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Game.
79, Sugar Hill Game. Album
Rappers
Video
Delight.
Game, Rappers Delight.
Sylvia Robinson producer. That's gotta be it, man.
Yeah, cause like it was one of the first rap songs to like hit the radios.
Tell the story about how it got.
Oh yeah. So you know how hip hop got his name, cause shout out to my friend bro Reggie B. He's DJ. He
That's
told
OG.
yeah, he OG, but he a DJ. Yeah, but he was DJing like right when like rap was like coming about and all that shit.
Oh my god, we gotta get him on.
So he like when I seen him DJ, he still used like
12
actual
inch
vinyls,
vinyl,
like
yeah.
oh yeah. So that shit was cool. He was teaching me a couple things like a while back. But so basically what he told me was you know how the song starts like with the hip hop, the hippie hit. So it is, yeah. So like anytime the song like it's on the radio, people hear like, yeah, what's the hip hop song? And then boom, that's pretty much how hip hop got his name from Rappers Delight.
That's so real.
Yeah, so like
that's so real, man. That's so crazy.
and that just started our whole fucking culture, like you know what I'm saying? It really did. It started our whole culture, like just off that.
For real.
Yeah.
Like that story, I know that's true because it's like chance, like it's just destiny, like it just happened, like
Yeah, like it was
like because I would, if it was me, I would do the same thing. Oh yeah, what's that song? Hip hop. You would easily do that, and then so you can see why everybody. Oh, someone in this neighborhood is asking about it, and then someone in this neighborhood is asking about it, and they're all saying
right. They're all saying hip hop.
They're all saying hip hop.
Then a new song comes out. Like, what's the other hip hop song that came out?
Right.
You know.
And you know when they
and
wrote
it just sticks.
when they wrote it, they you can't what's the word? Premeditate that. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna do this, but just like that's just so natural and how it came about. I think that's so dope, man. It's like organic, just came about.
But for artists, also for one of our bosses, but Grandmaster Caz, just because like he was a heavy like influence in the hip hop game as well. Like people like Grandmaster Caz, DJ Kool Herc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were there for like the very beginning. You know, hip hop started in like 73. That shit's almost 50 years old. No, wait, it's 50. Yeah, almost 50.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, almost 50. Okay,
Yeah,
I had to make sure I had to get my shit right. Yeah. Hip hop's been around for almost half a century.
It's crazy.
This is wild.
Yeah, 42 years.
No, it's like 48 now.
Huh?
Yeah, 40. Like no, like hip hop first started like in 73.
Oh.
But like
shit.
it didn't start getting like radio play until like.
Wait, what's 73? What came out in 73?
I don't know, but it was just like all underground stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like still like it was still like local shit at the time.
Oh, that's some shit. I don't know anything about that.
Cause it was still coming like from behind. Disco
it's
era.
like recorded, demos and shit.
Yeah, basically like that. Yeah. So those mad songs that are out there that came out like earlier than '79, but like, yeah.
And
as far as like radio play and shit like that, like
the first time I ever heard rap was an Earth, Wind and Fire song that came out in 1973. Where they say like there's like a little break and he just says, I just want to rap to you real quick, and they break off the music and he's just speaking all this like spiritual like shit. I always love that shit. It's like all this deep spiritual shit. But I remember when he said that, I just want to rap to you, and I was like, oh shit, is that like how like, so the term had been out there in 73?
Exactly. So
you know what I mean? And then like later on in my life, I met some people who grew up in that era, and he would say the same word. He used to always say that like, let me rap to you real quick. Come here, I want to rap to you real quick.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, that was like, whoa. I was like, oh, rap. Like that's how the fucking word probably came about.
Yeah, that shit's wild, bro. Like, just like looking back at this list, bro. It's like, bro. Like, look at all the years we fucking did, bro. Like, how many decades is that?
I mean, that's like 4 decades.
Like 4 decades,
bro.
Yeah, 4 decades.
4 fucking decades.
Damn near 5 decades. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the 80s, 90s, 10, yeah. We like in
4 decades.
Yeah, bro. Four decades. 4 full decades. That hip hop. That's fucking wild. And then just look at the different like how like progressed.
Yeah.
Like you go from Sugar Hill to fucking Curtis Blow to
Run
DMC to LL
DMC to LL
to Rakim.
Next
thing you know, you got Slick Rick, Eazy-E, NWA, and all them. Dre, Tribe Called Quest, Nas, Snoop, Biggie, Pop, like Eminem, DMX, Jay-Z, 50 Cent,
Wayne.
Kanye, Jeezy, like that's just wild.
Drake. I know, and we'll talk about this later, but I think we also got to do an episode on where we think the future.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's something I want to talk about. I was just talking about that with my wife tonight. I'm like, I'm just curious where it's gonna go.
Right. I can see it spoiling the whole century though, with hip hop. I can see that happening. Hopefully I'm alive for that. Hopefully I'm alive for that. Like hip hop is 100 years old. I remember them days.
Yeah, right. You be like, yeah.
I can try to get over like in my day we had real hip hop. My day we had hoes in different area codes.
Yeah, right. You be like, granddad, like, oh my
You in traffic,
God.
you be like, move, bitch.
Granddaddy funny. You say all kinds of shit.
You just had my grandson custody. Don't want me.
Oh my God. What did Grandpa say? Oh my God.
I'm being a bad influence to my grandchildren. If I ever get to that point, Lord willing. I'm gonna be a horrible influence. I'm gonna be cussing all the time. No, I remember this one video on IG like, Dad say good morning, morning niggas. You sitting on the chair, morning niggas. That's gonna be me when I get older, bro. I swear to you. When I get age, I'm be savage.
You can just get away with that shit though. You're old.
No
you can just say,
bullshit.
like, what are they gonna do? Like,
Why you expect me to change? At 7'5"? Shit. Shit. That wraps up the list.
wraps up the list.
Oh wait, should we do a Mount Rushmore?
Oh yeah, we gotta do the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
The
It's only
80s.
for the 80s. Yeah.
So I'll start.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be Run DMC.
Mm-hmm.
Probably number 1 for me, but we don't have to number it. Run DMC 4. Is it 4 or 5?
It's four.
Okay. Run DMC. I'm gonna say Run DMC. I'm gonna say
One DMC.
Run DMC. Fucking Run DMC. You know where my head's at. I put all 3 of them, bro. Run DMC's 3 members, so
Yeah, I'm put Run. I'm put DMC.
You see,
I'm put Jam Master J.
Bro. You know me, bro. Okay, it's definitely Run DMC. It's definitely gonna be Curtis Blow. It's definitely gonna be. I'm gonna put. Oh man, I'm kind of stuck between. I'm gonna put Beastie Boys. I'm gonna put Beastie Boys. That's 3. Oh, and then I'm kind of stuck between LL Cool J and Rakim. Oh, that's kind of fucking hard, bro. I think I'm gonna put Rakim. I'm gonna put Rakim.
I feel that.
Because, yeah, I'll explain why. Because I think it's really tight. But
No, I get why. No, I understand why I'm pretty sure you had the same reason. But me, Run DMC, Rakim, Curtis Blow.
You just copy my list, man. You just copy and paste my list, bro.
I think I might put LL though. That's number 4. Yeah, I'll probably put LL.
Yeah, I would say I think in terms of productivity during the 80s, I think LL Cool J came out first. He came out before Rakim did. And I think LL was maybe more of like a staple in the 80s. Rakim came in like 87, a little later on.
Yeah.
But for me, I think when I think of Rakim, I think he inspired like some of my favorite MCs like Nas and shit. And I think Rakim, like Rakim's style, I think I would argue that Rakim has affected hip hop more in the long term than LL Cool J's.
Exactly.
Because I think LL Cool J was dope, but I just feel like I can think of like 10 Rakim clones, and I can't think of 10 LL Cool J clones. If that makes sense.
No, I get that.
That's my personal opinion.
I get
you
that.
feel free to disagree though. You said you put LL Cool J though. Why'd you put LL Cool J instead of Rakim? What's your reason?
No, I put Rakim.
Curious.
I put them both. I said Run DMC, Rakim.
Oh, you left out Beastie. You said
I left
Beastie
out
Boys.
Beastie Boys. I left out Beastie Boys.
I kind of want to leave out. I kind of want to leave out Beastie Boys.
No, I see why you put Beastie Boys.
I put Beastie Boys in because I'm just explaining to the listeners. Like, I put Beastie Boys in because they just like the sheer influence they had on like pop culture, on like on introducing rap to a lot more people.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of us white listeners each want to listen to other white people doing the music. That's how a lot of people are. Not really me, but other people. So when people in the white suburbs and all these different kids started hearing Beastie Boys, that was their way to get exposed to rap culture.
Mm-hmm.
And as the years have gone on, like that's a big part of the country, and there's lots of people that have fueled into it. So I feel like, for a lot of white kids, Beastie Boys was kind of an introduction to hip hop. Yeah. So that's why I put them on there, just because.
And plus, they kind of like broke the mold for like other white rappers to like, put their foot in the game.
For sure, yeah.
Cause like Eminem, another one, Eminem. We listened to Paul Wall earlier. Paul Wall.
Yeah, I mean, like
Mac Miller.
I mean, yeah, all of them, like, and speaking as like a white producer, it took me to see another white producer, be like, oh yeah, like I can do that shit. Like, to be honest, I was like, oh, Scott Storch, look, he's doing it. Oh shit, I can do that shit too.
Yeah.
So I just think they had a big, they sold millions of records and all that shit. That's really why I put them on there. I just don't think they're as original as Run DMC here.
Yeah, no.
I just don't think they are, man. I think they really bit a lot of the style from that, but that's just me.
No, I get that too. Yeah, I think that's probably the reason why I let them off. Because like you can definitely hear the similarities between two. Like, it's three of them, it's three of them. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing the rock rap, they're doing the rock rap.
Yeah,
but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, they're white, so like they can get, so like since they're rapping, they get to the black audience, but since they're white, they're going to get the white audience. And even with today, it's like the white audience buys more of the records,
right? The
white, the concerts compared to like,
right. They have more money, because for systematic reasons, but also because of sheer numbers.
Exactly.
So that's part of the reason. Yeah, it kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because it's like you see a black group making music that's just as good, but just because they're white, just because of that, they can go that much farther.
Exactly.
It's so unfair. It's just so unfair. Yeah. And this is the fact of life, but that's kind of why I put Run DMC ahead of them. Though, for real.
Yeah. You definitely got to put Run DMC up there for sure. But I think with me, why I put LL was just because, like, I think he was more consistent, like in the 80s, like going on to the 90s, all the way up until the TV show. Like, he was like consistent. You know what I'm saying? With the hard hitting shit. It wasn't really until the 90s we started kind of like softening up his tone and style and all that. So started making songs like Round the Way Girl and Doing It Well, all them shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he still had an influence, not as big an influence as like Rakim or like Run DMC or whoever else. But like, if you ask like a lot of people, like for example, like Tyler the Creator, he was a big like LL fan, so like shit like that. So he still had an influence.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think he's had way more commercial influence than Rakim.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest,
because Rakim stayed with the whole,
underground. He never really.
I wouldn't really say underground, but kind of more like he stayed in his lane. He didn't try to go commercial.
I think I think underground is the right word for it.
Yeah,
for real. Because I feel like he never. He never
like quote unquote. I don't want to say sold out, but like.
No, he just never became like a superstar that was noticed beyond rap circles. Like, everybody in a rap circle knew who Rakim was, but you have a lot of people who don't listen to rap, and so I don't think the bigger societal consciousness recalls Rakim's legacy as much as they would LL Cool J, actually, because I think LL Cool J had the pop songs, even up until it was like the late 2000s, The Definition. He had that album, like, we just played the J-Lo song he did, that was the mid 2000s. So like, I think
he had like Headsprung.
That
came out what 06.
06. I bought the album just for that beat.
Oh wow.
Literally, I like that beat that much. I would say he actually had more influence than Rakim. I think
from a commercial standpoint, from a pop standpoint.
Yeah, I think from like a lyrical kind of standpoint, like Rakim, he advanced the rap form, like the technical.
Nobody was rapping like that. Like,
nobody, bro. People were scared of him because he was so like. People were scared, honestly. I think that's what I read. Like, no one wanted to battle him.
But he was so chill with it at the same time.
He was so. That's the thing.
That's what made it cool. Like,
that's what made it cool.
It's like, they're scared of this dude, but like, this is a chilled ass nigga. But it's
Right.
like y'all still scared of him. Y'all still scared of this
fierce
dude.
as shit. Because he make you look like a fucking fool if you
Right.
battled him, bro. Because the way he, I think it's also the way he would think. Like, you know, he was thinking a mile a minute. You could see that in his raps. Like, that's why, you know, one of my favorite MCs, Nas, and that's why I'm like, yeah, there would be no Nas without Rakim.
Oh, for sure.
None. Like, even, like, Cool G Rap came a couple years later, like, Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 100%. All the New York guys.
DMX.
DMX?
Rakim.
Even like Hove and the way he can rap, like his with the switching up the flow all the time, multiple, all these different patterns, and like that whole complexity that came from Rakim, man. A lot of that New York shit came from Rakim. That's why I'm like, he definitely needs to get his flowers.
Oh,
he,
for sure.
he does. With
He
the
does have
music
flowers.
circle.
Yeah.
But you mean some people don't sell out or don't make it on that level, and
And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Nothing wrong with that either. No.
Because some people literally don't want that.
Yeah, some people don't. Some people don't. For sure.
Like, I'm comfortable. I'm good where I'm at. I'm straight.
Absolutely.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah. That took like how many episodes? That was like, I think that was like 11 episodes of like, as far as the list goes, we did like 11 episodes of that.
Shit.
Yeah, because it was like 3 episodes per decade for the most
Wow.
part. And then with the 80s, we just cut it to 2 because, yeah.
Yo, what if we did a Mount Rushmore of all time? I think that'd be fun.
That would take a minute to do though. Rakim definitely up there for me. Rakim is definitely up there off gate. As far as like the best.
Yeah, I mean, that's the. All right, we could do the best, and then we could do we could do the best, and then the most like.
They're like our favorites.
Yeah.
Because when I say best, I mean like, you know, from like a non-biased standpoint. Like me, I don't listen to Rakim like that for real, but you can't deny his
Technicality.
Yeah, his technicality,
Technical
and,
skills and like
yeah,
delivery and shit.
his how he contributed to the culture, to the hip hop culture. So you definitely can't deny that. So Rakim for me would definitely be up there. Like honestly, if I was making like a, you know, remember how they were making like the top 50 list, like the best rappers of all time. If I was doing it from not a biased standpoint, I'll probably put Rakim as number 1.
Oh wow.
Probably.
Wow.
I mean, I would definitely have to do more research on like everything else on like all the other rappers.
Yeah, we don't have to do it today.
No. I guess yeah. I'm just saying Rakim would definitely be up there for me, off gate.
Yeah, man, that's I'm trying to think of like the biggest if I was doing commercial shit.
I feel that.
That'd be interesting. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely another topic we can do. We're gonna talk about the other topics we're gonna do for the season 2.
Yeah, we talk about that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of the list. Therefore, it's the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. First episode of season 2. We coming to swinging this year.
Yes, sir.
I ain't telling you everything that's going on, but like, this shit's about to be fire for real.
Yes,
I got
sir.
so many fucking ideas, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy.
I
But
love it, man.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. With that being said, I'm your boy AJ.
Your boy Nick.
This is Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. Catch y'all next time.